You straight up cuckooed that dude, bro. Oh my God.
You've got all your Charger gear on because
I look good. I got big energy every day.
Let's go! And he is dicked.
Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
That's right.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin Herbert.
On the move and throws and touchdown.
Players, coaches, staff, fans, together we can create something truly special.
Stay tuned for some good content.
Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wolldog, sitting with my buddies, Kev, Hug, and Duggan.
Hi, guys. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Good. Great. Sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Let's not forget Kyle, the coach, Duggan.
I'm not going to do all that.
Kyle's tie.
All right. Well, folks, this is, we're kind of projecting into the future on this episode. So we've got...
Great Scott.
Yeah, great Scott. I got to get the DeLorean up to 88 miles per hour with 1.21 gigawatts. All right, we've got, but like I said, we've still got some content here for you. We've got some great interviews, and this first one is, again, as Kevin said on Friday, it is an embarrassment of riches. I can't believe that we keep getting these players. Was this because of the one guy that said that he reached out to Chris Rumph?
I would like to think he was also involved, but we're gonna have to go with Jen Mills was a big help on this one. So
okay,
everyone messaging him saying you need to come on the Charger podcast. Keep doing it because it's working.
It's working.
It was a group effort, team effort, guys.
It's a team sport, team podcast.
You willed
Let's go
into existence, and so we've got the one and only Chris Rumph coming in on this episode. I hope we talk about puppies. Let's see what it is.
Poopies.
As soon as that clock starts, your ass is mine.
When I met Justin Herbert, man, that dude is big as hell.
You know, the goal is to just keep it rolling.
Come in hype because we have a lot of things to be excited about.
All right, guys, we are back with another Bolt Insight, and we are super lucky to have the one and only Chris Rumph with us. What is going on, Chris?
Nothing much, man. How you doing?
Oh, I'm so good. I'm pumped to meet you. I'm pumped to pick your brain and get to know a little bit more about you. So I want to kick it off with, I grew up, my dad was always my football coach, basketball coach, my coach. You have something very similar, but to the next level. Your dad has coached in college, NFL. What was it like for you? I know what it was like for me. What was it like for you growing up with your dad as your coach?
Yeah, it was fun. He did a great job, separating father and coach. I didn't play football until like my junior year of high school. So before that, he was always just trying to push me and motivate me to be great in whatever sport it was, which was, basketball and baseball at the time. So, he's always pushing me, making sure, I'm putting the work in to be great. That kind of carried over to when I did start playing football. And then, I already had those foundations set. And then now we can talk about football and how I can get better as a football player. So he did an incredible job of being a father and a coach to me.
That's badass, dude. I love to hear that. And junior year, why didn't you get started playing football till your junior year?
So my dad has this rule he had that rule for me where he didn't want me to play until high school to let my body develop and grow. He kind of broke that rule with my little brother. I'm kind of upset about that, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But yeah, and then he also, everybody, expects a football coach's son to play football, from the get-go. So he wanted me trying to find that passion and love for the game myself. But also, football is a very physical sport. And I agree with him. I don't think a lot of, young kids should be playing such a violent sport, especially when their bodies and especially their minds are developing. Sure. So, he allowed me to go and venture off in, baseball, basketball. I played soccer when I was real little, and just be able to have those tools and those abilities that you have to be great at that sport easily are translatable to football. So that was kind of the thing. And then for me personally, I just kind of, just was going with the flow. I didn't find it until I stopped playing baseball my sophomore year. So I was like, I have to play two sports, so I might as well start playing football. And that's kind of how I got into it.
Man, that worked out. You're a Los Angeles Charger. That's awesome. Yeah, the football with the younger kids is a smart move. Like, I want my sons to play, but they're already kind of setting it for me because they're like headbutting walls and stuff. So I think they're going to be ready to go by Pop Warner. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But speaking of coaches, the coaching staff you got to work with this year, like we always get to hear about, specifically Coach Giff, and what he's like as a coach, but he's never getting interviewed. We never see him. We just hear about how awesome he is. What was it like working with Coach Smith this year?
Oh man, I love Coach Giff. I mean, he's one of those guys where you can go and build a relationship with him immediately. And, once you have that relationship and that trust and that foundation with him, I mean, there's no limit to, how far he can push you as a player. And he's a great football coach at that too. He knows a lot about pass rushing, a lot about the fundamentals of playing defensive line. So, I was real lucky to be able to be around him this year, but I was also, with Coach Jay as the outside linebackers coach. So, but at the end of the day, those two work hand in hand. So, being able to experience both those coaches, at the same time, I mean, it worked. It was wonders for me, especially in my rookie year.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then, going up even one more ring up, Coach Staley, as a Charger fan, I say this all the time, as a Charger fan, it's like a breath of fresh air. Because we've had a lot of coaches in the past that nowhere near the aggressiveness and like the excitement and like his press conferences, he just gets you pumped up, like he gets you fired up. What was like having Coach Staley as your head coach?
I'll put it like this: all those fourth downs he went for, we were ride or die with him every time. Every time he chose to go for it, we supported him 110%. I can't say enough about Coach Staley. He's probably one of the best coaches I've been around. Just as far as mentally, football IQ-wise, and then just being able to connect with everybody. I mean, you talk to anybody who's played under him, they love him. They'll run through a wall for him. And I think that was really special, especially in our first season together, being able to establish that trust and that the ability to know that, he always has your best interest in mind. I think I always go back to that the Bengals game where Joey hurt his head. He could have easily came back in that game, but Coach Staley was like, look, that's your decision. And he let him, stay out. Joey's had a couple of concussions. And mental health is really important to him. So it just shows, the fact that he really cares about his players before, anything else that other coach would probably put ahead.
No, for sure. And somebody that does that, you want to go the extra mile for them. I'm sure that works in every other, wherever you work, whatever you're doing. If some leadership does that, you're going to want to work harder. So that's awesome to hear. Want to learn a little bit more about your defensive line brothers, like you having veterans like Joey and Linval. Like, what was it like working with those guys this year, and kind of your first year as a player coming in the league?
Yeah, definitely. Coming in the league, especially out of college. There's an adjustment period. You're not going against, lackluster players, here and there every week in college in the NFL because you're going against the best. So being able to be around guys like Linval, Joey, even Jerry, he's been in the league for a while.
Yeah.
Those guys, helped me a lot in not only finding out how to rush, but, finding how I have to rush my own way. I'm not going to rush like Joey Bosa or Jerry or Linval, but the things that they gave me, I can input into my own game and become my own elite pass rusher. So I can't, thank them enough for, the wisdom they shared on and off the field.
Yeah, it was awesome. And Joey had a really cool quote about you, like coming into like the very beginning of the season. He said, "I really like Chris. Not many rookies come in with that kind of energy and confidence." The first day he was spitting out the plays, I was like, shoot, he actually motivated me to want to go study more and get to know my stuff. Like, that's huge. You coming in with that much confidence and then affecting the older players, that's awesome. That's great for our team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Joey, he's going to do what he does every weekend, regardless if he knows the plays.
Praise the sun.
Exactly. Oh yeah, me and Joey. Yeah, that's one guy. Once it's Sunday, man, it's game on with him.
Yeah, some changes. There's something about it. It's crazy look in his eye.
Oh yeah.
So next season, what are your goals? What do you hope to accomplish personally for yourself, and where do you think this defense can go?
Personally, for myself, I want to be an impact player. I want to be bigger impacts in every game, not here and there, but just be consistently great each game, and then consistently having the coaches be able to trust me, put me in the game, and know that I would do my assignment and my job to the best of my ability. And then as a defense, I mean, we're hungry.
Yeah.
We're real hungry, and we, this was our first year in this system. And, there was a time where we're trying to figure out, where exactly. Do we have to do to be successful in this defense? I think, towards the end of the season, we started, doing that. But definitely an off season, another spring, another OTA training camp. under our belt, is just going to launch us into another level heading into next season.
That's awesome. We're so excited to see you guys play. Like, I can't, like, the fact that Charger football is so far away, I'm just like, just the sadness is just kind of washing over me. I'm like, damn it, dude, I want to watch Charger football so bad. But, during the season, we got to see some cool insights, like the social media team. One of my favorite things was during the week when you guys would come out to practice, and it was like you guys trying to dodge and messing with each other. What's it like having a social media team follow you guys around all the time?
Oh, man. Obviously, look, they were just voted the best in the NFL. So,
Well-deserved.
Well-deserved. I can't say enough about our social media team. They do a great job, especially with a team that's moving out of, San Diego into another city with a new fan base. They're doing a great job. I'm sorry, hold on.
No, you're good. If you could just
They're doing a great.
Yeah, sorry, just pick it up just a little bit further back and I'll edit it together.
I'm gonna just start back. Okay, yeah. The social media team did a great job, especially, with us moving into a new city with a new fan base, of connecting with them and, being very interactive, but not professionally interactive. They're acting like, they're one of the fans, they're making memes and doing all this stuff. They're in the comments replying. And, you don't see that from every NFL social media team. And it shows to why they were voted the best in the NFL. So, Megan, I love Megan. She and the rest of her staff. They do a great job, and I love them. I can't say enough about them.
Yeah, there's so much fun to watch. Like Instagram, all the stories are so good. And there was a really good one. I think it was Puppy Day at Charger Park at the beginning of the season. Dude, I've never seen so much genuine happiness on a person's face as when you found out it was Puppy Day. How many dogs do you have? Are you just rolling in dogs?
So I had just came back from being home, and our family had just got a puppy, a little baby Doberman named Zeus. Shout out Zeus. So I was already in puppy fever, and then once I heard about that, I was like, oh man, because I'm already missing my dog. So I was like, this is a great opportunity. It's just a lot of serotonin that goes into seeing a puppy. Yeah. And that was fun. Everybody has a soft side, that just hasn't been mine.
I love it, dude. It genuinely made me smile when that happened. And then wanted to get your opinion. We're in as fans and podcasters and all that, we're all trying to figure out the draft. What's going to happen? Yeah. The pre-draft frenzy. From your point of view, any players from your alma mater, from Duke, that you think us fans need to keep an eye on that you would like to come to the Chargers?
Oof. I got to pick all my guys. Josh Blackwell. He was a great corner, very athletic, very fast. He has a lot of special teams experience as well. Leonard Johnson, he's another corner, very long, physical. He's going to beat you up at the line of scrimmage and then play the deep ball well. Mateo Durant, you go back and look at his film. He ran that offense. Literally, he ran the offense. Yeah. With all those yards he got. He set a score record. There's so many guys. I know Jack Wallabaugh, especially him coming off a ACL. And then being able to come back this next season and perform the way he did and get an invite to the East-West Shrine Bowl. Those guys, I would pick each and every one of those guys to be on the Chargers.
That would be awesome if you had one of your brothers come join you.
I got one more. I know he's going to get mad if I don't say it. Because he wasn't at Duke last year. He transferred to Penn State, but I got to give a shout out to my dog, Derek Tangelo. He actually balled out in the not the Senior Bowl, but the
East-West Shrine, the Shrine Bowl?
Not that one. I forgot. I'm blanking, but he balled out. So I got
one of the bowls. He destroyed one of the bowls.
Yeah, it was a good one though. Yeah, okay, he was balling out. So I got to give him a shout out too.
Love it. Yeah, hopefully you can get one of your friends on the team, dude. It's so fun. It's happened a couple times over the past, especially Notre Dame players for some reason. Tommy T likes to get those Notre Dame guys in there.
Look, I'm gonna have to talk to Tom because I'm tired of hearing Drew and Jerry and Alohi talk about Notre Dame every year like they're the greatest and they always choke in the playoffs. So what are we talking about, guys? Okay, you're not good. You choke when it's time to perform. But I'll say my trash talk when I see him in person.
I love it.
But yeah, those guys are great. I think that goes to with Tom. Great people as well. Coming from a university like that, they expect the best on and off the field.
Yeah, right on, man. So we'll get you out of here on this. Your first off season, all the regiment of being be here, do this for months and months is done. What do you do now? What are your plans for the off season?
Oh, man, I already had my off season plan a couple weeks after the season. I'm currently training right now in Exos in Arizona, so I'm putting the work in, and then I'll go back to LA in March and get ready for OTAs.
Awesome, man. Well, we are so excited to see you play next year. We're so excited to see what this Chargers defense is going to do. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate you coming on, man. It was such a pleasure meeting you.
Anytime, man. Anytime y'all hit me, Andy. I got to get a shout out to Jen, super fan number one.
Number one.
All love.
Yeah, love Jen. And yeah, we appreciate it, man. And we'll definitely reach out to you again if you have time to come on.
Oh, yeah. This was fun.
All right, brother. We appreciate it.
All right.
Take it easy.
Well, that was just awesome. Chris, so happy to have you on the team. The guy's got so much energy, and good energy for that matter, and can't thank him enough for coming on this show.
Yeah,
That was
thanks,
just
man.
I'm
that was
excited.
awesome.
I'm excited to see what he'll do in year 2. I think he's,
It's gonna get turned up. Yeah, he's gonna turn up the
a
notch a little bit. It's gonna be coming.
Yeah.
All right, let's hope so. Let's move it on now to the next segment. It is Fan Focus. Let's see who we've got.
All right, guys, we are back with another Fan Focus, and we're super pumped to have D Boltz from San Diego. What is going on, my friend?
Hey, what's going on?
Awesome, man. I'm doing good. I'm pumped to have you. Looking forward to learning a little bit more about you. So let's kick it off with, how did you become a Charger fan?
Oh, man. I would say it kind of started with Junior Seau. I just kind of saw this guy, big guy, kind of just pumped up, just fired up all the time. So I was like, okay, let me see what this guy's about. So I kind of just became a Charger fan like that. I kind of missed I wouldn't say I missed the Super Bowl era because I was born in '93. So I started like around like 95, 96.
Gotcha. Yeah, Seau was definitely a big one for me too. I remember watching him play, going to see him play, and it was like, okay, I want to be a linebacker. So I went to Pop Warner. I was like, give me 55. I want to be a linebacker.
Oh yeah, that's the feeling. That's the exact feeling right there.
Well, right on. Well, tell us a little bit about we had talked a little bit about SoFi and the game, being at that environment. There's nothing quite like being at a SoFi game. So tell us, like, what was your experience like being there?
Oh man, I kind of started it off. I ended up doing a tour, and I kind of just was able to get a feel for the environment. Being empty, no fans there, etc. But an actual game, oh man, just the tailgating alone, obviously, Thunder Alley, etc. Was just it just completely overwhelming and stuff like that. Just going in the stadium and in the environment that that's there, man. It's like I said, it's just overwhelming. But especially if the Chargers win, it's crazy.
No, for sure. I love being there. It's one of my favorite places to go. And dude, the Thunder Alley, we talk about it all the time, but like you got the patch on your jersey, so you must have had some good time out there. Like what's it like going, for you being at Thunder Alley before the games?
Usually walk up and down and kind of run into some of the Bolt fam and kind of just talk with them. Every game is something different going on. Sometimes they have like sponsors there, making the drinks and things like that. So, we just try to support and go from there. I like to support, whatever cause that's going on and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Charger fans, especially the Bolt fam, is really known for like getting behind causes and helping out however we can. So it's a good. I love being a Charger fan. It's the best. So tell us a little bit about your fandom and like what it's been like the last couple of years for you, because it's been an exciting time to be a Charger fan. It didn't quite go the way we wanted it this year, but like, what's it been like for you as a fan?
It's been good. Given the fact that I'm down here in San Diego and and they're up there, I try to keep a close knit communication with the Bolt fam that's down here, and we kind of just put stuff together. Obviously, we have 5 North Bolt, that fans can have the opportunity instead of them wanting to drive up, they can just take the bus, and it's just a good opportunity. I kind of just just spread the word. Especially to a lot of people. I had friends that I would say I wouldn't say they jumped off the bandwagon for a minute, but they were just kind of on the fence, ever since the move and stuff like that. But them seeing me post and post my experiences and stuff like that kind of brought them back on board. And they're probably saying, this guy's having fun. It looks like a fun time up there. Maybe I need to jump back on.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, and my brother coaches down there, so he's getting a feel for like what the fandom's like. It seems like there's there's still the salties, there's still the guys that really just want to just hate on it whenever possible, but it feels like some of the on the fencers are coming back over and they're getting involved, and I feel like it's going to be an interesting year next year, especially for the San Diego fan base.
I love the whole having old fans come back and stuff like that. It's I feel like it's a beautiful thing. I'm not gonna be like, no, we don't want you. Everybody's welcome to come on. Even fans from other teams I've seen in some forums.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's kind of odd because we have Justin Herbert now, and he's so likable, and like every other, I run into Chiefs fans that love him, so it's kind of an odd place to be as a Charger fan. So we'll get you out of here on this, D Boltz. Like, what are you most looking forward to in this offseason? What's something you really want to see?
I'm curious to see what Tom Telesco is going to do. Given the fact that we've seen what's going on with with the playoffs and things like that, and some of the teams' foundations and stuff like that. I would like to see more. I always like to see a focus on the right side of the offensive line. Sure. Kind of beefing that side up, and then going defense. I feel like there's some holes that that needs to be addressed. It's not much. I feel like we're there, but we're not there.
Close but no cigar, if you will.
Exactly. Right. Basically putting it all together. I feel like we can do that, this upcoming season. I like the schedule. I feel like the 49er game is going to be an interesting one because, obviously, how deep of a run they made in the playoffs. I feel like that's going to be a good one. And plus, that's a whole rivalry.
Bosa brothers going at it.
Oh, yeah. And plus, the old rivalry, with the whole, Super Bowl 94 thing, that's always a good one.
No, for sure, man. It's going to be exciting. A lot to look forward to this offseason. And, hey, we really appreciate your time. Thanks for coming on and chatting with us.
Hey, thank you. I really appreciate the offer, man.
No, our pleasure. And, yeah, let's hook it up at the stadium next year for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, D Boltz, thank you so much for coming on and chatting with Kev.
Thanks, brother.
That was just great. We really appreciate it. And that is pretty much going to do it for this episode, this faux episode of this weird offshoot episode of Charger Chat. But Friday, we're not going to have an episode, but we will have something special for you guys. We will have a very special Bolt Insight, yet another player. I cannot believe this.
May or may not be Ryan Smith of the Los Angeles
cornerback
Chargers.
For the Los Angeles Chargers.
Cornerback Ryan Smith going to be this
may or may
Friday.
Not.
May or may not be. I mean, tune in to find out if you want. If you're feeling risky, check out Friday and see a Bolt Insight with Ryan Smith. Can't thank these guys enough. It's crazy how many players we're getting on here. I think we do need to start making like a little bingo sheet of like other players that we might get.
Yeah,
bingo
going on here. Yeah,
Phil's in the middle. We'll get there.
Well, the middle's the free space. We got
the freebie.
Shit, I don't play bingo. Clearly.
All right. Well, gang, thank you so much for sticking with us during this kind of little mini break thing. I promise you, we will be back next week with full-fledged episodes and Ask Bolt Fams and all that good stuff. So if you've got a hot question, just keep it in your back pocket. Keep it warm. We'll come back to it next week. And
Sunday night, we'll tweet it. We'll be ready. Sunday night, get ready. Ask Bolt
Absolutely. That will do it for us here at Charger Chat, folks. Don't forget to bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.